it's mad how quiet the city is.
It is very quiet. It's still, I know everyone's been saying cities are like ghost towns. It's like a ghost town, and a cold ghost town's not a great ghost town. For people who can't sense the temperature if they're watching this, it's fucking frabs.
It's gone spectacularly cold. It was cold a few weeks back then. Last weekend it was like the summer, and now it's absolutely freezing. I'm not prepared for this, and I've got a big coat on.
No, yeah, I've been going back with a t-shirt and a coat. It's a nice layer job. But yeah, it was only about 2 weeks ago I was out, and I went out for a run, and it was -5, and I thought it was a bit Scott of the Antarctic. I was actually about to phone home and say to Michaela, can you come and get me, please? I might just die because it's too cold. Oh.
Here, this is the space, by the way, where I got attacked by the seagull. Do you know about me getting attacked by the seagull?
Did it rat you around?
So no. I went to Pret. I'd done some work in the office. It was when it was dead, and I went to get a sandwich.
Yeah.
And I was walking a lot, and I was really anxious. I had to eat the sandwich before I got to the train station.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because you obviously now you've got to have the mask on, so it's weird if you try to eat, etc. Yeah. So I was like, I've got to get this. I've got to eat. I've got to eat. I've got to eat.
A lot of pressure.
So I'm walking along, and I'm marching along, and people are walking towards us as they are now and exchange flags, and I'm walking along there past that lamppost, and I feel like a punch, like a thigh to the side of the face.
No.
This seagull comes to get the sandwich, and its body clatters the side of my face. And
how sends this? Like a week's...
So these are newish glasses. You've probably not seen them on me before in person. Sends me glasses flying. This couple come towards me. She is agog at what's gone on. This fella's like sort of stood off. She's like, are you all right? I genuinely thought someone had hit me. So I turned round in the traditional, I'm prepared to start on someone here. And it was this seagull that was just stood and looked at me. And then I still had the sandwich, and I began to walk towards the seagull, and the seagull began to back off. And this woman's going, it was that seagull. And it's like this seagull's now racked with guilt. Or not guilt, but doesn't want there to be any afters. He's got his digging, and he's like to get off.
At the stage?
Still in my hands. I did not. I went forward and I kept hold of it.
Yeah. Glasses smashed.
Glasses smashed. Intact. Couldn't see. She goes and gets the glasses and picks them up and hands them back to me. One lens has gone out in a comic fashion, so the lens is gone. And then I've got the thing where you can't tell the lens is gone because you're a glasses wearer.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just a bit like, oh, hang on, my vision's not working properly. And then honestly,
you've been talking about seagulls for years.
And here we go.
I thought you've been talking about the threat that they pose, and that people are underestimating the threat that they pose.
And here we go. Genuine evidence of these psychotic airborne scumbags.
They are absolute scum, aren't they?
Yeah, there's one over there on the bin. He's got his eye on us, I reckon. He's wondering what he's up to.
He's listening.
He's listening. Reporting back as part of my wider theory that a seagull will lead the Labour Party before a woman.
I was trying to remember.
That's one of my many bits and pieces. Anyway, so it's freezing, and tomorrow night Liverpool have to play in the cold against Chelsea in a game that should be a lot bigger, but is probably still as important.
Yes. Games are, if you've lost them, they become miserable events to anticipate because they're just about them not being miserable again.
Yeah.
But if you won one like we just have, I think you can
Are you buzzing?
Yeah, I'm properly buzzing now. In a way, like after the derby, after each successive defeat, I've been, how long it's going to take me to get up for this again, right? City was a fucking big kick in the pants, it was, but I still found like 3 days later, I was going, football's nearly ready, because it's such a big part of your life. You can't stay miserable about it for too long.
And there's no distractions.
But the derby was a fucking big kick in the pants. And so when did we lose it? On the Saturday, and the next game, when was the next?
Sunday, so it was 8 day gap.
By the Friday afternoon, I was getting vibes. I was getting feelings again, back in my soul that I could enjoy a football match. So, but it only takes one win for me to go. It's just little things like I can watch a game.
Do you think you lost the derby well?
Do you think I lost the derby?
Yeah, like do you feel as though? Because genuinely, it's been so long since we lost a home derby. I think you probably haven't heard AFQ, but John Milburn has an absolute meltdown about it. He's still struggling to get over the defeat to the derby, and Everton, and the way in which it was with Everton, etc. Do you think you lost it well? Were you all right with it?
Yeah, in that sense, yeah. The way I took it badly was a defeat, not Everton.
Okay.
Actually, the Everton aspect, it was just I suppose it's the extra ignominy, badness of it, was part of it. But I wasn't. If you'd said to me the week before, there's a real chance Liverpool are actually going to have to deal with the fact that they're going to end that record that we're so proud of and not winning at Anfield, I'd have gone, fuck, I don't want that. Don't let that happen. Once that element of it didn't bother me.
It took about an hour for me to get over that bit.
Yeah, it was just not another defeat. And I think, haven't we beaten Leipzig in the week? Yeah, we had. So so we're almost back. This is why I'm not going to take defeat against Chelsea. Right, I am not going to. So we better not.